You know, if we ever start a radio station, I mean, we got a good setup right here, you know what I mean? And you know what we'd call it?
No, what would we call it?
Provided it's on the east side of the Mississippi, we'd call it WWWW.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought that was a good joke.
Sure. Well, I have to say, chocolate and lemon water does not go. No. It is very bitter.
We got two. Actually,
we got
two beverages here at the WWW.
I've really like suckled mine down. It's too good. How could you not? Please. No, isn't that the grossest thing ever?
It's pretty gross.
Yeah.
Although to be fair, I think the lemon water is gotten a little bit bitter, even if you drink it without having had a chocolate milkshake before.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bitter. The initial taste is good, but then afterwards it gets a little bit bitter.
It's actually kind of the worst thing ever.
I don't know what to tell you, sorry.
It's like almost soapy, but like without...
Yeah. Let's get a coaster. There you go. So sorry about that. I hope you can get past the water. If not, there's probably clean water. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yeah.
All right. Hey guys, welcome back to WWW.
Welcome to our 9 plus 10th episode.
21.
Yeah.
We are on to the semifinals, which means out of the 4 contestants we have today, only 2 will remain and move on to the finals, which will be soon.
2 weeks.
Next week. No, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we're gonna take a week off in the interval between the final 2 episodes. Just gotta get some hype.
Who is hyped? I'm hyped.
I'm hyped. I don't know who's gonna be in it.
I'm hyped to finish.
Yes. Championship Wednesday here, and then it'll be Mega Hyper Championship Wednesday in a couple Wednesdays. Did you turn on the sign?
No, it doesn't need to be turned on.
Oh.
Today, we have our 77 Minions versus Mr. Miyagi.
That's right.
Ooh.
Coming out of the left side of the bracket.
The next matchup.
Coming out of the right side.
The next matchup we have.
Righties.
The righties we have 503 Bs. Wait, I messed it up. Hold on.
No, you didn't.
Cut.
Coming out of the right side.
Ooh, we have 503 Bs versus 8 mini rocks.
That's right. Yeah, this water sucks.
It's really not a gulpable.
No. Yeah, so turns out lemon water doesn't last in the fridge very long. I thought I could make a picture of it.
That doesn't really make sense because, like, I'll have maybe like sitting in water, but like I'll have just a lemmy slice in my like water bottle or something, and I'll just like keep refilling it, and it'll be good. I don't know, and I'll just like have it sit there. For
Maybe
like,
it's
it
was the cold of the fridge that like made the lemon more bitter.
Do you think if it were to go out and get stale?
I don't know. We'll have to do a science experiment about that.
Yeah. Tune in this Saturday. Live stream event. Scientific Saturday.
It's a really good milkshake. I'm really proud of myself.
Yeah, it tastes
like a milkshake.
milk.
Like ice cream that's been...
There's some milked and shaken.
Oh, yep. We just saw Batman.
Yeah.
We just saw Batman. I give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, okay, maybe like a 9.5 out of 10.
Let it settle. It's literally been like...
It's been
almost
less than 1 hour. I think it was good. I mean, we can't really say too much about it because there's probably, from our tens of listeners, some of you who haven't seen it and want to but haven't gotten the chance to yet.
Yeah.
And obviously today was the official first day it came out, so you probably won't have seen it by now. Yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was good. As somebody who doesn't know anything ever, it was pretty good. I thought it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Battinson was good. The Riddler, scary.
Yeah, I have the
Catwoman
same
was
glasses as him.
Yeah. Yep.
Clickbait. Meghan is the Riddler?
I could be the Riddler. These are dirty, bro.
I know.
I'm becoming the Riddler, everybody. In case you're listening and you're not watching, which if you haven't seen our YouTube channel,
You really should, because it's funny.
How would you not? But it's funny.
Yeah, you're not a real fan calling you out.
Hello, I am the Riddler. I am Batman's enemy. Who am I? That was a riddle. The answer is
I give you the I give you the answer in the riddle.
I messed up. How do I look? Do I look good?
Yeah.
Thing is, I have to kind of like hunch down for this because if I stand up, my nose is gonna pop out of the hood. Yeah, maybe. How? Yeah. Yep. God, this Batman hat at what is it? No, not Walmart.
It was Marshall's.
Marshalls.
Yeah,
for like,
these are dirty. Well, listen, like, you get to a point where, like, you just see past the dirt. You just, like... It is actually kind of annoying me now. Okay.
I'm done with the milkshake now. FYI.
Great.
If you hadn't heard.
I couldn't tell. No, I think actually there's a little bit left if you...
You're right.
If you try a little bit harder. There you go. There you go. The last particle. Yeah, we've gotten into ooh, so much better. Look at that.
Nice.
Bro, I got 2020 Vish. 2022 Vish. Anyway. I know.
I'm gonna change the water.
Wait, me too.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Just keep the viewers occupied.
Hey, wait. Bad man. So basically, I was gonna show you the new post office truck. What are they called? USPS
Mail trucks.
USPS, right? Yeah.
United States Postal Service.
But, well, no, I'm surprised that you haven't seen it because you had a little whipped cream. Because I don't know, it's like new news, but like old new, you know. Anyway, ready to feast your eyes upon this magnificent.
Oh, that's so horrifying. Yo,
No, but I like it though. It's cute. It looks like. But
it
actually,
looks like
there that looks stupid. But like,
no, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Why is the hood so flat? That looks like a character from the Pixar animated film franchise Cars. If you have brought into real life, that's ugly. The hood is like, it's not even a hood. It's just like, well, actually, I'm not even. I can't tell if the hood is like really flat or the body is just like insanely tall, because if you look at the wheels in relation to the hood, this doesn't look like it's very flat. Like if you just looked at a car that looked like this without looking at the rest of it, it looks normal.
Well, it's because like this part,
the windshield is like insanely
large.
Big.
Also, the windshield wipers are
at the top. Why would it?
It looks like such a like.
I think this water. How is it?
It's good. No, 10 out of 10.
Yep. Moral of the story is don't make a big pitcher of lemon water in advance anymore.
PSA.
Don't do it.
Walk-in cargo area.
Walk-in cargo. So I guess the point is so you can walk in
Automatic
it.
front and rear braking.
So you can
sliding
stand.
door. Automatic electronic brake. Blind spot warning. Air conditioning. Airbag.
I like that they put airbag in as if every single car on the face of the earth doesn't have an airbag in it.
Seatbelt.
Wheels.
Steering wheel.
Yeah, I guess the point is so that you can stand up in it. That looks like it's the thing.
Yeah.
It's so like clunky looking.
What was wrong with this? What was wrong with the...
Nothing's wrong with that. That's the classic. I mean, they're compact.
Yeah.
And they're, well, I guess apparently according to
guess you
CNET, they've been
can't
catching on fire
stand.
for years with no recall report says.
Oh, I was like, how did you know?
I mean, that's how you know the mail's there. You see the mail truck, and it's like, yeah. Yes! That is what I'm talking about. That looks like an animated Cars creature, not a real mail truck. I've never seen one in real life. Ew.
Because it says 2023, babes.
Oh, where? Oh, got it. I just hope I don't see any of those. That reminds me, like,
Vehicles.
you know those school buses, like the new looking school buses. Ugh.
Yeah. The flat ones.
The flat ones are awful.
Also,
They
yeah.
just look like a
Where's
like
the
a
eng?
giant bumblebee. I just like, doesn't this look like a bee?
It does.
Like with the
It does
antenna.
actually.
Come on, it's a black and yellow thing
Mhm.
with stripes and those. That's.
Do you have any like bus stories, like bus driver?
No, but I get the sense that you do. I mean, I
Um,
probably do. I just don't have any off the top of my head. I wasn't expecting to have this conversation.
Me neither. But that's what you do when you have a podcast. Am I right?
Hashtag beloved podcast WWWW.
Anyway, I had this bus driver who during Christmas he would stop, or like near Christmas time he would like stop the bus and just like get up and start singing chestnuts roasting. He would literally do that and like put on a whole thing, and I was always like, oh,
He would stop.
like it's 7 a.m.
Where would he stop the bus?
Like off to the side, he'd pull off the shoulder.
Of the road?
Yeah, you do that.
That's interesting.
Jalapeno damn.
What do you think? Like a 10-minute battle? I mean, last time we did 6 just because we were doing 4 battles, but I think 10 minutes is reasonable.
Sure.
Because this is a big deal. This is deciding who's going to the WWWW Bowl.
I'm trying to think. Do you ever have bus monitors? So sorry, I'm changing the subject, but I'm still my brain is
Bus
still-
monitors?
Yeah,
What does that mean?
Like-
cameras on the bus?
that too. Isn't that weird? Anyway, no, because you have the bus driver,
Mhm.
and then you have like these people at the front of the bus who like, just like these old ladies or whatever. They just sit at the first seat, and like if somebody's getting rowdy, they're like, hey. Maybe, I don't think that was
No.
our school system thing.
No.
I think it was my old school
Mhm.
system thing.
I imagine that's a thing.
Yeah.
On like school trips and stuff, there's always
And
like
like
the
they would
one-
make you sit. Like if you were misbehaving, they would be like, "Hey, go sit up front," you know,
Kids on the bus were just different.
bro.
Just behave differently. Like, I don't know. Something
Mm.
about being on the school bus just unlocks like
Yeah,
a different
And it's like
mindset.
the end of the day, end of the school day, where like you just like let loose, and like everybody's like, ah.
Everyone's geeking.
There was always this on the road that we took was pretty bumpy at the time. I think they've fixed the road now, but there would be this one spot that everybody knew where there was a bump, and so we would like wait for it and like at the same time like jump
Everyone's
as
like,
the bump, so like you'd have an extended jump
mhm.
because you'd like if you hit it right, you're like you're levitating for a second. So yeah,
Levitating by Dua Lipa featuring Da Baby.
yeah, basically.
Sick. All right, what do you say? Should we dive into the battles?
Yeah,
What are you looking at?
nothing.
Well, Look at that. 97 for Paul Blart. Our Paul Blart episode has 97 listens or whatever on the platforms. Compared to our second highest, which is our premiere episode, which has 53. And then third place, episode 11 with 28. So wow, Paul Blart almost quadruples our average listenership. It's a shame he had to lose. But, you know, what can you do? This happens actually quite frequently, and I'm very in love with it. My Apple Watch and phone batteries are often at the same percentage, even though my phone battery goes down way quicker. For some reason, I just look at the batteries, and it ends up being the same for some reason. Coinky dinks, for sure. But cool, also true. Great. Thank you
All
for
right.
that,
So
Jack.
this week we are thinking about doing 10-minute battles each.
Yep.
So
We got two powerhouses.
let's do our pickings.
Yep.
I'll do the first pick, see which one I get, and I guess I'll determine which one we do first. So
503 Bs.
I have the 503 Bs, which means that Jack will have the 8 mini rocks.
Oh yeah,
All right,
my boys.
Let's do our battle.
Oh, we're doing the battle?
Might as well.
Ooh,
So they don't get to know.
saucy. Yeah. That's a great idea. Very cool. All right, 10 minutes and 1 second. So it's 101. All right. Who goes first? You go first? I go first?
Once again, I got the Bs. And once again, I have the numbers.
She does. She got the number. She got the numbers.
Pardon?
She got the numbers.
Yeah, true. I got the numbers. And with that comes an advantage. And also...
What? What was that?
I've run... I don't know.
You've run out of
Say.
ideas already? All right. Listen, folks.
Wait!
Go ahead.
I've had both of these components, contenders,
Yep.
In a battle before. I think actually
A very
last
recent
week I had-
span. Yep.
So I've argued for either side, but bees. I've said it before. People are scared of them.
It's true fact.
Maybe not The Rock, but I don't know. Maybe he has some fear. Maybe that's something that stops his drive and power. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And keeps him from putting in the work and the hours. So,
Do they prevent him from taking what's his?
mhm. Perhaps we'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically, maybe it's a thing.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, I think we determined last week. I mean, the bees, 503 bees versus any group of people. I mean, the people might technically win eventually, but like in a fight setting,
Well, so far we've seen that everybody is kind of leaning towards the bees.
the bees I think are just kind
I
of
think
powerhouse.
honestly in this battle, this matchup, I feel like the bees might go home because
They might go home as in they're out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you think I'm gonna?
I don't know, like go taking it home, you know?
That's not what I said though.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I feel like people have an affinity for The Rock.
I would concur. I think The Rock is going to be...
And I've
going
been
champs.
surprised how far the bees have come. Period. So.
I mean, yeah. It's a lot of bees, though. Let's be real.
Yeah. And yeah, they got some stingers. 503 to be exact. Unless somebody has a little... Cut it. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a feeling the Rocks might be going to the championship round here. Please tag at The Rock in the comments section. Get him to notice.
Get him to come out to Boston
and hang out with us.
we'll have him.
We'll have him what?
Just do this. You know?
Oh, have him go. Yeah, have him flex his his giant
And
arms
just have like every single vein possible popping.
popping. I think. Well, let's take a look back down memory lane where the rocks came from. The rocks initially were going up against 213 gophers and like 136 muskrats, I believe.
Yeah.
Which, in all seriousness, that amount.
We took a little. You guys took a little too, like, because you didn't think how damaging they were.
Yeah,
the muskrats.
I mean, we Kyle and I, and Kyle, if you're listening, we know you are. We kind of ended up on the same page that like that amount of animals would just destroy people. Like that's a lot, and muskrats have like sharp claws
Everything.
and tails, and they would just like hurt those guys. But the rocks ended up winning. And I think just that kind of sets a precedent, just that the rocks can beat anything. Because, I mean, we know that they are miniature, but does that mean they are impervious to anything? Definitely not. I mean, their skin might be a little bit more tight because they've been shrunken, but the bees could just sting their face, their eyes, their armpits.
That's true. I didn't even think about that. The eyes as being a weakness.
Yeah, anywhere in the face, really. I mean, your skin's...
Or even like the hands, feet.
Yeah. I mean, you know,
I've stepped on a bee, and I've gotten twice in the same spot in the same summer. A bee sting like on the bottom of my foot, and I was.
And you know that these rocks
hurt a little bit.
are wearing a tank top, so that leaves their armpits exposed. And I feel like a bee sting in that kind of place would hurt.
But I feel like also, I'm kind of arguing for the rocks here.
That's fine.
But I feel like he wouldn't be able to feel it.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he has already, I don't know, he's gotten to the point where he's so big, you know, and that no pain,
He
no
probably
gain.
he probably has a very high pain tolerance.
Yeah. Well, and also just like pure strength, because I feel like he could just be like.
Right. Yeah. He could probably
like,
clap his hands, his giant meat paws, and just destroy like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And there's 8 of them. So.
Or like you were saying, the armpit, he would just go.
Yeah. I think the mistake was that it was too many rocks we put in. I think it probably should have been more like 5.
True, but
because that would have given the muskrats and gophers a fairer chance.
I guess so.
What were you gonna say?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. I was thinking. No.
Okay.
Jalapeno damn.
Yeah, initially the rock number was going to be like 12 or like 16 or something like that, but then we dialed it back.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we maybe could have benefited from doing a little bit more, because I feel like the rocks are going to win. I would be okay if they won, but it would be kind of cool to see the bees take it
Or like
to the
something
championship.
like like something unexpected.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I think we can sort of. I think with the next battle that we have, the 77 Minions versus Miss Miyagi, it's a little. I don't know.
I think that's kind of a
really know.
toss-up. I feel like it might be Mr. Miyagi for the next one, but we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I don't know. I want to see. I forget who we've had in the running, because I want to like reminisce and be like.
Well, why don't we look at the WWWB?
Well, maybe that's for next episode.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, we'll probably make
like
some promotional videos in the meantime of just reminiscing of our...
Well, like, who did we think would win, but didn't, and now we're sad to see that they're gone?
I don't know. There's been quite a few. I thought that the 213 gophers or whatever, 212 muskrats and 136 gophers.
Oh my God.
Like, I was hoping, I thought they would have done a good job. The buffalo would have been a good one. The buffalo probably could have beaten a lot of other ones. Like, I feel like the 31 middle schoolers that the bees took down, the buffalo would just destroy those. Hagrid was a good one. Harambe lost in the second round. I mean, of course, Paul Blart. We've had some good matchups. We're almost down to the end of our timer here. So in about a minute. What?
You just do it because you're going to cut it out anyway.
Yeah, that's true. We're going to go see now Who will be taking it to the final round? What do you think?
I'm gonna say the rocks.
I think I'm going to go with the rocks too. This is a very important poll. I want to see how many people voted because I posted several times that everyone should vote. How many total votes do you think there'll be?
I don't know. I'm not gonna put that out and get embarrassed.
Okay. All right. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, that was a tight one. Wow. With a total of 52%, the 8 mini rocks will be going to the final championship round.
Be in the running to win the crown, the WWWW
WWWW
crown.
crown.
Can't do C, but
Yeah, we already have a C. Wow, so 48% for the Bs. That's a tough loss for the Bs. I was kind of rooting for the Bs.
yeah, a little bit. Even though I obviously didn't really have a lot of points for them, but
Wow. All right.
yep.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. All right, speaking of kung fu fighting, we got next up Mr. Miyagi versus 77 Minions.
That's right, folks. Now I'm going to
think-
do another picky. Go ahead. What do you think?
Just now that we know that the rocks are headed to the finals.
Yeah.
I think
So whoever wins this battle moves on to the final and also competes against the 8 miniature rocks.
for fairness' sake, I hope the Minions win. Because Mr. Miyagi wouldn't stand a chance. But let me pick, and hopefully I don't get Mr. Miyagi. Because that would be against what I'm saying. Okay, I have the Minions. That's good. It would have been funny if I had Mr. Miyagi. Why did you
I
not?
don't know what to say about these contestants anymore.
It's been a while. Oh, we should start the timer
True.
so we don't.
Well, we didn't officially start
Yeah.
it. But
Well, we'll start it now. Start the timer. 10 minutes and 1 second.
yeah, I don't really know what to say about these guys. I don't really know what else there is to be said, but maybe I could base it on the just the opponent that they have. And
Right. Yeah. I guess the thing to do now is that we've talked about the Minions like for a month now.
I feel like these
You just have to imagine a specific
I
battle
can't say
between
the same thing.
Minions and Mr. Miyagi.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm totally in agreement that it does get repetitive because we talked about the Minions last week.
Minioned out.
Minioned out. But yeah, the rocks have been talked about. 1, 2, 3. Wait, yeah, 1, 2,
Jack,
3,
obviously
4,
times.
5 times. What do you mean? Obviously.
Well, they have been talked about 4 times now. But
Yeah.
there will be 5. Well, we were off camera. We were discussing how the final battle will go down, and I think we think that choosing our
think we should
battle
choose-
first instead of doing a random thing and just being a little bit unprepared. I think if we do some research, just light research, or you can go all out, make a little PowerPoint if you want.
Mm-hmm.
We can have a more entertaining episode. Because I think the other ones that we had, like when we were introducing all these matchups, it was easier to have a whole 50-minute episode because
Right.
they were new
Right.
and all the points hadn't been said yet.
Mhm.
But now that all the points have been said, basically, it's harder to kind of
Right.
drag it out.
Yeah, so I guess we just have to think about what Mr. Miyagi's strengths and weaknesses versus 77 round yellow guys would be.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it.
Well,
These
I've-
are little round pebbles,
Right.
Tic Tacs, as I said before.
Mm-hmm. Tic Tacs, yeah. They're just a little
I don't know. I feel like
bean men.
Mr. Miyagi can freaking eat it, bro. Like, it's lunch. He
I mean-
takes the chopstick.
Oh.
But
What do you mean eat it?
the minion.
He's going to eat them?
Yeah. Tic Tac.
I wonder what minion meat tastes like or looks like. Do you think it's yellow or do you think it's red like everyone else?
Good question.
Their tongues are pink.
Or do you think they just Are they like jelly bean consistency?
Do you think they have bones? Let's look up Minion
No, because they're
anatomy.
like stretchy.
Yeah.
Do you think that they have liquid on the inside? Do you think like when
think
you
they
cut
have
them,
blood?
it just goes?
Minion
No, I would like to think that they
anatomy.
have. That's something. It's definitely something. Oh dear. I feel like
Well, they have teeth, so they have
Well,
bones. This picture shows that they have a brain.
a peanut brain, fireproof gloves, gelato matter. Okay. Dentures, welding goggles, minimal hairdo.
Well, according to this, it's dentures, so they might not even have bones because they're fake. Although, who knows what source this is from? This just looks like someone's drawing.
It's from Pinterest.
I like how such a Minion anatomy, and then it ended up some of the pictures being Grey's Anatomy Minion characters. Very cool. That's so scary. What is... Oh, that's bizarre. That's the scientific Minion. Oof. Minion without goggles is very scary. I'm just
Anyway.
gonna assume that they are biological beings and have bones and things that could be broken. They have butt cheeks, as we have seen. XXX Tentacion Minion. All right, enough of this. Enough of that, because that was just weird.
Yeah.
So I think the Minions would be vulnerable to karate attacks, but like we have said, 77 is a lot, and we don't really know. I mean, Mr. Miyagi has faced some tough foes before.
I mean, he beat the 213 squirrels, which was a little bit surprising, I think.
That is a bit surprising. So I don't know if he can do it again, to be honest. I mean, he's beat such quantities of things, which I guess means that he could possibly be lethal against the Minions too.
I kind of hoping for the Minions to win.
Yeah, just because I
They're
think
fun.
just Mr. Miyagi would just. I mean, 8 mini rocks.
I don't know what else to say about him other than karate.
Right. I mean,
You know?
yeah.
And going against the 8 mini rocks, there's no way he would stand a chance, I don't think.
No, I guess he did beat. He is capable of beating several people at once.
Yeah. But I mean, they're the rocks.
Yeah. How much more lethal do you think a Minion is than a lobster? Because he fought against and won versus 78 lobsters. And now we're talking about 77 Minions. So equating about 1 Minion to 1 lobster, how many more times more dangerous do you think a Minion is than a lobster?
Definitely a lot more.
I'd say 3 times more.
Because they're accident prone, we've said before.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because they have some sort of like consciousness.
That is
So
true.
I think they could
Yeah.
somewhat think for themselves, even though they are sort of like master driven. But I don't know. I think they definitely would be more capable of defeating something like Mr. Miyagi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, the Minions last episode, the Minions beat 9 Buffalo. Those are giant creatures, powerful creatures. Then they went on to beat Harambe. I guess that's only 1 creature, so I can kind of see the win there. But then they beat 8 reindeer. I mean, 8 is a lot of those giant creatures. So first of all, they must be tired by now.
Well, that's what I was going to say for Mr. Miyagi, even though I argue with him. But like, especially him.
It's hard to say, though, because like we were saying, Mr. Miyagi's beaten all these large quantities of things. So do you think he can do it again? It seems unlikely, because this seems like probably the greatest foe yet. But the same could be said about the Minions, because the Minions just came off of beating 8 reindeer. So if they can, it doesn't seem like they should be able to do it again. But I guess it's only one person, Mr. Miyagi. But the reindeer are also very powerful, probably more powerful than Mr. Miyagi realistically. So if they can beat the reindeer, they could probably beat Mr. Miyagi. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough call.
Just hypothetically, since we have 35 seconds left. Actually, you know what? We don't even bother. I was gonna ask you, where do you think such a fight would happen, and do you think anything could be used as an advantage? But I don't think really
No.
anything like that anymore, because we've kind of already talked about all the possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
So are we going to the polls?
Yep.
All right. Let's check and see who will be facing the Rocks. I'm hoping for the Minions, quite frankly. Ooh, all right. It's tough. Another close one, honestly, though. 56% for.
I'm surprised the other one was as close as it was. Easy for
It
me
could
to
have gone either way, both. Mr. Miyagi takes the dub here, 56% to 44% for the 77 Minions.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm glad, because I think the Minions deserve to be knocked down a peg, even though I was talking about them this one. Because the reindeer shouldn't have beat the reindeer. Sorry, but the reindeer are...
Yeah, they definitely have a lot more power.
Yeah. So only a couple votes separating. So Mr. Miyagi will be going on to face... I kind of saw that one coming, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I was just kind of hoping it wouldn't happen for the sake of fairness, because I think the Rocks are going to have maybe we'll have a field day, but I don't know.
I think we should have had like a prediction of who would have advanced, like a bet, and then whoever won got something.
Yeah, that would have been a
but
good idea.
It was hard because we didn't have all the matchups picked out yet. So what can you do? What can you do?
Looking back, it might have been more fun to have them all planned out before.
Yeah, because it was kind of...
Because it was kind of
a struggle.
Yeah.
Because we had like the initial like first few, and then we're like,
Yeah, and plus it would have made it more interesting for people to see what's upcoming without it being like a big secret.
True.
Because they might see like, the Gru and Shrek one coming up later on, and they're like, oh, that's exciting. I can't wait for that one. But we didn't even tell anybody what we were coming up with. But that's only because we didn't come up with them until right as we were doing them.
Yeah.
It was fun coming up with them, though. I think the new battles were definitely more fun than the repeat battles. You know what I'm saying? Because like you were saying before, a new person, you can talk about anything because,
Yeah, and I think it's a lot more entertaining other than
But
just
now,
because I feel like it's kind of dragging these characters out
Yeah.
to a point where it's just like,
Which is why really a 10-minute battle is fine, because if we did 30 minutes or something for each of them again, like that would just be a lot.
That's it for the semifinals. Checking in 2 weeks from now, and we will be doing the final battle. Be sure to vote so you can decide who wins for the WWWB.
Yeah, who's going to win the whole thing? I don't know.
Yeah. This is a
It's up to you.
It's a point where your vote really matters.
This is the most important thing you'll ever vote for.
And I'll be really disappointed if we have like 3 votes on each thing. So
That would be disappointing.
please vote, comment, like, subscribe, share with your family and friends. This is a family friendly show. And yeah.
Guess we'll see you later. Mr. Miyagi, the Rocks. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Peace. Sick. That's poggers.
Yeah.